summer winds down, it's time for two-legged and four-legged family members alike to prepare to go back to school. And the start of the school year can be just as hard on your pet as it is on your kids. And after 3 months of having kids around and the house and lots of activities, pets can struggle with readjusting to long stretches of being home alone.
Here to share a few simple strategies to help your pet avoid the back-to-school blues is Sarah from the Humane Society of Southern Arizona. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
I think you forget that,
Yes.
your animals are so used to having the kids around on a regular basis that as soon as they go back to school after the first day or two, they probably feel a little lost.
Yeah, they do, because summer's full of activities, like you said, and they get kids 24/7, and then all of a sudden, it's a big shift.
Right.
So what tips do you have for us keeping our pet just as happy as our kids?
Well, pets really thrive on structure and routine. So what you want to do is to ease your pet into a gradual transition with test departures where you get them accustomed to you leaving. And the key is really to associate something positive with your absence, like some of these treat toy puzzles that can really be a fun thing for when they're home alone.
Oh, so you're suggesting like load them with toys and keep them busy. I mean, right, that's what we do with kids, don't we? Like, oh, we're leaving, let's give them a ton of stuff to do.
So maybe take a couple of hours away from the house with the kids, load up and leave the house for a little bit and then come back kind of thing, so they know that you're returning, so that before you're gone for 8 hours during the day?
Yeah, so take some test drives, because it can be hard to go from, having kids constantly to being gone all day. So that's a good idea to just take baby steps, maybe go out for a couple hours when the kids would be in school, and always reward them with toys, so that they actually look forward to your absence.
Oh, there you go. That's switching it up. So then what do we do? Okay, kids are back to school, our pets have been playing all day, and then we do come home from work or our kids come home from school. What are some of the first things that we should do with our pet to just get them used to us being around again?
And it's important to remind the kids, like you said, that you want to give them attention. So I recommend, it's a little hot right now, but when it cools down in the fall, definitely take them for exercise, for walks around the block or trips to the park, because unfortunately a lot of dogs don't get the exercise that they need. So make sure that kids are still a part of that routine, even when school starts again.
Plus, they're sleeping all day, aren't they? I mean, now that everybody's gone, the dogs are probably like, thank goodness, now I can just relax and sleep.
Yeah, and another thing too, if people are interested, it's always a great idea to sign up for classes. And in the evening, that's nice because sometimes it's too hot, but those are indoor activities. So obedience or agility or nose work, because that really helps to be an outlet for their extra energy and continues to help you bond with them.
And helps the dog socialize a little bit too.
Yes, exactly.
What kind of games would you suggest your children play with the dog, or you play with the dog as well, or your pet?
One of my favorites that's nice because it can be played indoors where it's cool is hide and seek. So what you can do is have your dog confined to the backyard or a room, and then have your kids go around with their favorite treat and hide it around the house. And then invite the dog come in and say, find it. And then you let them find all the treats. And that's also nice for when you leave the house, because you can quickly bolt out the door and they get excited and they have something to keep them occupied.
You can teach your dog how to play hide and seek?
They love it. My dogs
Really?
are great, and they're not that bright.
Holy cow, I've never heard of that. That's actually
I like that.
pretty impressive.
Sniff out the treats, and as they're looking, that's your opportunity to kind of slip out.
Yeah, it's nice.
I like it. All right, let's talk about this little beauty in front of us. Tell us about Maggie.
So Maggie is a Schipperke mix, and she's very sweet. She's 1.5 years old, so she's pretty young. She gets along beautifully with other pets, but she might not do great with young kids. She tends to get startled, but she'd do great with older kids, and pretty much any dog-loving household would be perfect for her.
And she seems to really dig treats and toys.
She's very food motivated, and she knows a number of obedience commands, so she'd be great for somebody that wants to have a dog to do tricks and play with in the backyard.
Maggie, I'm motivated by food myself, girlfriend. We share a lot in common. Any specials coming up at the Humane Society?
We do. Right now we have everybody's $50 to adopt, including Maggie, and then our seniors are $25.
Okay.
And it's great because, as always, they're all microchip vaccinated, spayed or neutered, and you get a free vet visit.
Excellent. Well, Maggie, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us today.
If you'd like to open your home to any type of pet, pay the Humane Society a visit. They're located on Kelvin, northwest of Country Club and Fort Lowell. They're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 6 and Sunday noon to 5. If you want to call ahead, their number is